Thank you for clicking on the video for the newest release from Celluloid Dreams, A Hyena in the Safe. And first off, I want to thank Celluloid Dreams for sending us this copy of this super rare giallo that I can't believe the restoration that's been done. I mean, it's a Blu-ray, but it looks like a 4K. It really does. They do a great job over there. Guido Hinkle and Lucas Hinkle, but I just want to thank you again for sending us this copy to review. As you know, we are Italian cinema enthusiasts, and this one here, I had to watch it a couple times. But before I get into that, I do want to mention there are other two releases. The first release that they put out was The Case of the Bloody Iris, which they sent us as well to review. Awesome release. If you haven't got it, pick it up. Order it from their website. You won't be disappointed. The beautiful Edwidge Fenech. You got George Hilton in here. This is a great one. Then the second one, which is probably my favorite that they've put out so far, is Short Night of Glass Dolls by the great Aldo Lotto. Very unique giallo that needed this much deserved restoration. Beautiful looking 4K, packed with features and a book. And man, you get all look at the loving care that goes into what they do. This one here is A Hyena in the Safe, and I had never seen this one. I've heard about it, but like I said, it's very rare. I think it might have had a DVD release. You get the slip cover with it, and what they do is they put the Italian title on one side and the American on the other, and then here's the Blu-ray. I believe that's the original poster art from what I've seen. Hoping this is coming up okay with my lighting. There's a disc. Get one disc in here. And then they got the next release is going to be Black Belly of the Tarantula, which I'm really hyped for that one. That's a very, very underrated giallo. Then you get, like I said, the reverse Italian title. Another thing I appreciate that Celluloid Dreams does is they give you these lobby cards. Pretty cool, man. With every release, you get these. It's something very unique than any other label. Pretty good size lobby cards. You can frame them, put them up. Really cool. I figured I'd show y'all these real quick. This is what you get if you order off the site. If you don't order off the site, I don't think you're going to get them from like Amazon or anything. So highly recommend you ordering from them, straight from them. And this release here is not bad. It's $29.99. So go ahead and grab it, But if you love the giallo as much as we do, and you're an enthusiast, you got to get this, man. Me, I'm trying to collect every giallo ever made. And not only that, every Italian horror film ever made as well. Also forgot to mention, it's an international gang of criminals. Pretty cool. So you have a mixture. German, French, Spanish, Tangiers, Moroccan, British, and Italian. Very international. I'll go ahead and give the synopsis of the film. A rare gem from the early years of the giallo boom, A Hyena in the Safe is a twisted, stylish hybrid of a claustrophobic heist caper and a ruthless closed-circle thriller. Months after a successful high-stakes diamond robbery in Amsterdam, the international gang of thieves finally convenes at a secluded, opulent castle to divide the spoils. The massive cache of jewels is secured in a futuristic, impenetrable safe, which can only be opened by combining a series of separate keys, one held by each member of the crew. The reunion is tense from the start. Their deceased mastermind is represented by his beautiful, enigmatic widow, and one of the keys is suddenly and inexplicably missing. As suspicion spirals into paranoia, the group finds themselves locked down, isolated mansion, realizing a horrifying truth. One of them is trying to bypass the system and keep the entire fortune for themselves. With the dazzling prize within reach, the tension breaks into deadly violence. One by one, the thieves are met with increasingly inventive and vicious demises, proving that the true hyena is not interested in sharing its feast. Featuring a stylish early giallo sensibility, dark humor, and an atmosphere thick with betrayal, this film is a vibrant, over-the-top ride that confirms its status as a vital, if long forgotten, piece of Italian cult cinema. And man, I gotta say, it's definitely a hybrid of a film. It's a giallo, but it's also a crime caper kind of film, as you probably gathered from the description. 1967, Deadly Sweet came out, experimental type giallo. But then in 1968, you get a Black Veil for Lisa from Massimo Dellamano. You get The Sweet Body of Deborah with the great Carol Baker and Gene Sorrell. Naked You Die is another one. Deadly Inheritance and Killer Without a Face. All those come out in 68. I'm sure there's others, but those are the ones that I could come up with. Directed by Cesar Canavari. His first film was a Western, Die for a Dollar in Tucson in 1964. His next Western film was Metallo. And then my personal favorite of his is The Gestapo's Last Orgy, a Nazi exploitation, but I would say it's done with class and it's shot very well. I know it's kind of crazy to say that that's my favorite Nazi exploitation film, but it's a beautiful film, and a lot of people might raise an eyebrow at me saying that, but whatever. But Celluloid Dreams masterfully have crafted this restoration, man. They do a hell of a job. The first special feature is 7 Guests for a Massacre interview featurette with director Cesar Canavari, and you have Sandro Pizzacchero, which is one of the actors of the film. He plays Albert, the dope fiend, the French dope fiend. It's like 25 minutes of that, and then it goes into Nini della Misericordia. Hope I'm not butchering that name, but he's pretty much like the general organizer of the film. Kind of shows you the locations. Talks about the Villa Toplitz, which is located in northern Italy in the Varese province, just north of Milan. Eye-catching set pieces at the villa. There you got these crazy-looking fountains, these nice, beautiful gardens, plastic glass dome thing over they're trying to make it look like a pool, but it's really a pond in one part of the film. This is a very unique one. I had to watch it a couple times. I don't think you're going to catch it all, what's going on in one viewing. Then you get, after Nini, then there's a couple of journalists, Adriana Morlacci and Diego Pisati, which he was also a film critic. He speaks about the film, and then you get a video essay by Andy Marshall Roberts, The Mysteries of Villa Toplitz. And then, last but definitely not least, is the great commentary by Guido Hinkle. He does a fantastic job. It's very informative, keeps your attention. I love all the commentaries I've heard from him. You can't go wrong with this release. I would say pre-order today. If it hasn't already dropped, I believe it drops November 25th. I thank you so much again, Celluloid Dreams, having us in mind to review the film. And if you like what we're doing here, check out the streams. We do Eurocrypt every 2 weeks on Dead Pit simulcast with our channel, and we cover a lot of Italian cinema. We cover a lot of European horror as well, a lot of giallo, of course, and we do mix it up though quite a bit. And just tune in to what we're doing, man. Subscribe if you like this kind of stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank y'all.